you so much for being here. On this episode of the Rainbow Shadow series, we're going to be dipping in to a bronze eyeshadow. So if you're interested in seeing a bronze eyeshadow look, then I'll meet you back here in a sec. Okay, so starting off, the very first thing that you want to do before you start dipping into any powder eyeshadows is priming your eyes with an eyeshadow primer. Now, I found a new eyeshadow primer for you guys from Shop Miss A. It is a pop primer, so I tried it for the first time yesterday, and I went ahead and did it again this morning, and I really love it, and I highly recommend that you guys try it, and I will link this new primer for you down below. So it is a pop primer, so again, you do want to use a synthetic brush, apply it from your lash line all the way up underneath your eyebrows, and then wait for it to dry completely. Now, once your eyeshadow primer is dry completely, now you want to set your eyeshadow primer with a powder. You never want to go directly with any color straight onto your crease. It will grab onto that primer and it's not going to be really smooth or blend evenly, so it will really look very harsh on the eye. So I'm going to dip into this flat white color right over here. Using my really big blending brush, I'm going to link all the brushes that I am using for you down below. They are all from e.l.f. and they're all under $8, so very inexpensive but effective. So I'm just going to take this flat white color and I'm going to dust it all over my eye. So I'm just setting the eyeshadow primer. Perfect. Once you're done setting your eyeshadow primer, now we're going to start adding a little bit more definition. If you don't have a lot of brushes to choose from, Shop Miss A has this really great eyeshadow brush cleaner. So in between uses, you can take your brush, take it on top of this dry sponge, and it does clean your brush off. So that way you have a fresh, clean brush to use every single time. So this is a great option, again, if you don't have a lot of brushes to use. So now that you have a fresh, clean brush, now we're going to dip into this color right over here. So I'm not going to dip into anything too harsh just yet. So I'm just going to dip into this flesh tone crease color. So this is my very own customized palette that I picked out for myself that matches my skin tone. If you need help picking out your personal basic eyeshadow palette, I help you pick one out in my eyeshadow tutorial video. So you're more than welcome to refer back to that video and then come back to this video, so that way we can be on the same page in achieving this bronze eyeshadow look. So I'm going to dip into this color right over here, and I'm going to place this color right in my crease. So right where my eye naturally folds, you can see how I'm just ever so gently starting to warm up the eyeshadow. So I'm not going into anything too harsh just yet. Great, so now I'm going to go ahead and apply that same flesh tone crease color on the other side. Great, now once you're done adding that flesh tone crease color, now we're just going to enhance the crease. So now I'm just going to dip into this really beautiful bronzy color. If you don't have a bronzy eyeshadow and you're new to my channel, go ahead and just grab your bronzer. You can totally get away with that. So I'm going to use my same crease brush dipping into this bronzy shade, and I'm going to place this shade right in my crease. So I'm not placing anything on my eyelid just yet. We are still focusing on the crease. Great, so now I'm going to take that same bronzy shade and apply it to the crease on my other side. Always start in the outside corner and then work your way inward. Great, now once you're done adding that bronzy color, now we're going to enhance the outside corner of our eye. So now we're going to move down to our lid. For this step, you're going to need your medium-sized blending brush, so this brush right over here, so not the quite really big fluffy one. And now we're going to dip into this shade, so a really beautiful cocoa brown. It has a little bit of a red undertone. So I'm going to coat both sides of my medium-sized blending brush. And now we're going to take this color right over here, so right at the outside corner of my eye, so you can see how we're not placing it in the crease. Now we're starting to work our way downward right over here, so right at the outside corner. But I'm not going to take anything to my lower lash line. We're just going to place it right over here. I love mixing warm tones together, so I'm so excited for this bronzy look. It's going to be so beautiful and so wearable. And honestly, everybody looks good in a bronzy eyeshadow. Like, I haven't seen anyone not look good in a bronzy look. So it's just so beautiful for any occasion, any time of day. You can really play it up for the evening. So overall, I really love a bronzy look. So feel free to tailor it however you like. So now once you're done applying that color to the outside corner, you can really see how it just starts to add a little bit of definition and makes your eyes look a little bit more almond and a little bit smokier. So now I'm going to take that same color, this reddish brown color, and I'm going to apply it to the outside corner right on the other side, so right over here. Okay, once you're done applying that color to the outside corner of your eye, now we're going to blend using a clean brush. So always have a clean brush handy that you use specifically just to blend and soften the colors. And it is very important that you blend and soften the colors after the application. You don't want to wait until the very end because then you can risk mixing all the colors together. So now that we're done with the neutral shades, I'm going to take that clean eyeshadow brush and I'm just going to use the tip of the brush just to blend and soften everything together and to also make sure that there is no harsh lines, so you can overall see how it's just a really beautiful softened eyeshadow and it's also very seamless. So now I'm just going to go ahead and soften this side. Great, once you're done softening and blending, now we're going to add a little bit of warmth to our lower lash line. So go ahead and grab your smallest blending brush. And for this step, we're going to dip into the bronzy color, so this color right over here. And I'm going to coat both sides of my brush, and again I'm going to really make sure that all of the excess is off so that way I don't get any eyeshadow flicked up into my eye. Grab your handheld mirror, hold it up really high, and then just place this right up underneath your lashes and do go all the way to the inside corner. Since we are doing a bronzy look, this color right up underneath your lashes is just going to look so pretty and really tie the look together. Now overall, when you do put eyeshadow underneath your lash line, it does not only tie the look together, but it also makes your eyeshadow look less heavy. So when I look at you straight in the camera, you can see how overall it just looks less heavy and less made up. So I really recommend just putting a little bit of eyeshadow right up underneath your lashes. Not only does it make it look less made up, but also too it does make your eyes look bigger and more open. So now I'm going to take that same bronzy color and just dust it underneath my lash line on this side. So I'm just going to sweep it right up underneath my lashes. Great, now once you're done applying that to the lower lash line, now grab your clean blending brush and just soften the line just so that way you don't see any transition from where your eyeshadow meets your makeup. Now once you're done with that, we are going to put this eyeshadow palette aside, and now I'm going to show you the eyeshadow palette that inspired me to do the Rainbow Shadow series. If you are new to my channel, this palette I purchased from Amazon. It's very inexpensive. I believe it was only $20. It comes with this really beautiful selection of colors, so you get over 100 eyeshadow shades that are matte, shimmers, and sheens that are very pigmented and non-toxic. So this is the first pan right over here. And then when I lift it, you can see how it comes with this really beautiful second pan. So we are going to use and focus on this first pan right over here since we are doing bronzy colors, and I'm so excited to dip into these shades, so let's get started. So the very first color that I'm going to dip into in this gorgeous palette is going to be this color right over here. So for this step, I'm going to take my medium-sized blending brush and I'm going to coat both sides of my brush. Now this shade is just a traditional chocolate brown, but it has a little bit more of a cool tone. So it's a chocolate brown that's leaning a little bit more on the cool side, so it doesn't really have a lot of red to it. So I'm going to take this cool tone chocolate brown and I'm going to place it right at the outside corner of my eye. So now I'm just going to start making it even more smoky. So I'm just going to place it right at the outside corner. So you can see how I'm just starting to layer and make it just a little bit darker. So now I'm just going to add a teeny bit more. Now once you're done applying this chocolate brown color right over here, right to the outside corner of your eye, I want you to take whatever is left over on your brush and just sweep that into the crease, just so that way we're starting just to make the crease look a little bit smokier. Now once you are done with that, go ahead and repeat the same step on the other side, so using that chocolate brown color, and just place it right over here, so right at the outside corner. Okay, once you're done applying that really beautiful rich chocolate brown, now grab your clean eyeshadow brush and just soften the work that we just did. So soften and blend everything, even down to the lower lash line. So that way it is super blended out on both sides. Great, now once you're done softening and blending, now we're just going to start adding a little bit more bronze. So I'm going to dip into this color right over here. So this color right over here, you can see how it has like a little bit more of a reddish tone. So I'm going to use my medium-sized blending brush and I'm going to coat both sides of my brush. And I want to place this reddish brown bronzy color right over here, so right at the top part of my crease. So we're taking that chocolate brown and now we're starting to bring in the copper towards the inside corner of my eye. So I'm just going to place it right over here, so right at the top part of my crease. I'm not placing anything on my eyelid. Great, so now I'm going to take that same bronzy color and do it on this side, so right at the halfway point of my crease, so not at the outside corner. So I'm going to coat both sides of my brush, and I'm just going to place this really beautiful bronzy matte color right over here. Great, now once you're done with that, grab your clean blending brush and again just soften the work that we just did. So step by step, we're softening and we're blending. And you can see how I'm really not using a lot of pressure. I'm even holding the brush like super far back so that way I really don't get a lot of pressure. Great, now once you're done softening and blending, now I'm going to show you one of my favorite cream eyeshadows. I did use it yesterday in a really beautiful silver shade. So now I'm going to show you this copper shade that I bought. So again, it is from shopmissa.com. It is a part of their velour collection. It is their cream eyeshadows. They are super pigmented, super metallic. I am super obsessed, and they're only $1. If you were to purchase this from any other name brand, it could range from $50 to $60. So I highly recommend these really beautiful cream eyeshadows. You guys are going to love them, and they just come in such a beautiful selection of colors. So now I'm going to go ahead and swatch this color for you. So this is the bronzy color. I have used it so many times because I really, really love this color. Again, if you do purchase this in a really beautiful champagne color or light color, it is non-toxic and also safe for the eye as well as the face. So you can use it as a cream to liquid highlighter. So you can place it on your cheekbone, down your nose, on your cupid's bow. So it's very, very versatile. So now I'm going to go ahead and swatch it for you. So I'm just going to show you right over here. So super metallic, super pigmented, overall just very beautiful, and the quality is amazing for the price. You're not going to find anything for this price. Honestly, I've even purchased cream eyeshadows on the market at the makeup store that were like $60, and I used to play around with it and they weren't as pigmented and you would have to layer and layer, and honestly these are just so beautiful. So I cannot wait for you guys to give these a shot. So now I'm going to take this color and apply it with my ring finger. Your ring finger does apply the least amount of pressure because we just want to add a little shine. We don't want to take away from any work that we just did. So now I'm just going to take this color and I'm going to start placing it right at the inside corner of my eye, but focusing mainly right over here. So I'm not going to take anything on my tear duct. I'm just going to place it right at the inside corner. And you can see just how beautiful and how intense this cream eyeshadow is. Another really great thing about cream eyeshadow, once you're done applying the cream eyeshadow, whatever powder eyeshadow you put on top will grab to that cream and just make it look even more intense and last all day long. So now you have a waterproof eyeshadow, which is really cool. So now I'm just going to take that same color and start applying it right over here on my other eye. Again, using my ring finger in tapping motions. So you can see I'm not swiping the color. If I was to swipe the color, you're going to erase and just mess up your eyeshadow. So just be very delicate, very gentle. Use your ring finger and just do really soft, delicate tapping motions. So now grab your blending brush, and now we're just going to soften the cream eyeshadow just so that way you don't see the line from where your cream eyeshadow stops and meets your makeup. So that way it is super seamless. So now we're going to enhance the inside corner of our eye. So for this step, grab your basic eyeshadow brush, so just your traditional eyeshadow brush. And for this step, we're going to dip into this shade right over here. So just a really beautiful gold color. So I'm going to coat both sides of my brush with this really beautiful champagne gold. And I'm going to place this color right at the inside corner of my eye, so right at the tear duct. Great, so I'm just going to add a teeny bit more because I want it just to be a little bit more enhanced. Beautiful, so you can really see how that reflective pigment on the inside corner of your eye just really does bounce off the light and make the inside corner look a lot brighter, more open, more awake. So now I'm going to do the same thing on this side, just applying some right on the tear duct. So literally place it right on your tear duct, not in your tear duct. We don't want anyone to get any irritation here. So just right over here. Beautiful. Now just to enhance it a little bit, I'm going to take this color right over here. So this champagne color that's just a little bit lighter, that's right next to it. And I'm going to coat both sides of my brush, and I'm just going to layer this eyeshadow on my tear duct and just make it look a little bit brighter. So you can see how when I just layer that white color right on my tear duct, how it really does just make it even more enhanced. So now I want to add a little bit of color underneath my eyebrows because I do want to lift and arch my brows and overall just tie this bronzy look together. So for this step, grab your clean eyeshadow brush that we use for the lower lash line, so that really, really tiny brush. I'm going to use the in-between eyeshadow brush cleaner just to show you how to use it. So you can just wipe your brush like this. Once it's dirty, you can take it off, flip it upside down. Once it's super dirty, you can wash it. So it's really, really amazing. So once you're done cleaning off your eyeshadow brush and you have a fresh, clean brush, now we're going to dip into this color right over here. So this champagne color, I'm going to go ahead and swatch it for you on my finger. Just a really traditional champagne. So now I'm going to coat both sides of my brush, and I'm going to tap off the excess on my hand because I just want a sheer wash of sheen underneath my eyebrow. I don't want it to be like super, super intense. So I'm going to take this color and I'm going to dust it underneath my brow, but I'm not going to sweep it underneath my brow. I just want like a little hint of color. So I'm just going to ever so gently just tap it underneath my brow, and then again I'm going to take my clean eyeshadow brush and just one time sweep it over just to soften and blend the colors, and you can see how it really does lift and arch your brow. So now I'm going to take that same color and do the same thing on this side. Great, now once you're done with that, now I want to enhance the bronze look that we're doing. So for this step, grab your clean medium-sized blending brush, and now we're going to dip in just to your traditional bronze, so this color right over here, so the same color but in a powder form, and we are going to coat both sides of our brush. I love bronze, you guys. It is so beautiful. I'm absolutely obsessed with this look. I can't wait to see the final result and for you guys to see the final result. So now I'm just going to tap off the excess, and the same tapping motions, I'm just going to tap this color right over the cream bronze eyeshadow. So now we're setting that cream eyeshadow, and the powder eyeshadow is grabbing onto the cream, so this color is going to look even more vibrant and last all day long. Gorgeous. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. So now I'm going to dip into this color right over here, so this gold color, and I'm going to place that gold color right before my tear duct. So I'm not going to place it over the bronze that we just did. I'm just going to place it right before my tear duct, so it's going to transition from a really beautiful rich gold to a bronze to a chocolate brown. So now I'm just going to take that same gold and do it on this side. Great, now once you're done applying that really beautiful gold, grab your traditional eyeshadow brush, and now I want you to dip into the cream eyeshadow using your traditional eyeshadow brush, and really make sure that you take off the excess. And now I want you to look up really, really high, and now we're going to take this cream eyeshadow and we're going to place it underneath our lash line, but we're just going to take it right at the inside corner, so I'm not going to take it all the way. So just right over here, so right at the inside corner, but I'm not going on the tear duct. Now once you're done with that, grab the bronzy color and we're going to set the lower lash line. So do one eye at a time. So I just got done doing this eye, so immediately I'm going to take my eyeshadow and I'm going to set the lower lash line. Great, so you can see how I'm starting to add that bronzy color down. I'm just going to do a teeny bit more. Great, so overall you can really see how I'm starting to bring that bronzy color down to my lower lash line. So now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, coating both sides of my brush. Great, once you're done with that, now we're going to line and define our eyes. So for this specific eyeshadow look, I am going to do a cat eye. If you guys have any questions on how to do a cat eye, or if you guys just simply need a step-by-step tutorial, I teach you in my eyeliner and lashes video. So I give you some really helpful tips on how to do the perfect cat eye for your specific eye shape. So now I'm just going to go ahead and line my eyes. Great, now once you're done lining and defining your eyes, you can either finish off the look with your favorite mascara, or you can add false lashes. I personally, if you guys know me by now, I am a huge fan of false lashes, so I'm going to go ahead and apply my favorite false lashes from Shop Miss A in the Alexis collection, and then I'm going to meet you right back here and show you the final look for the Rainbow Shadow Series Bronze tutorial, so I'll be right back. Alright you guys, I just got done doing my lashes and mascara off camera. So this is the final look of the Rainbow Shadow Series Bronze tutorial. I hope you guys love this look just as much as I do. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment me down below. And if you guys want to see any specific eyeshadow color that we have not covered, you guys can feel free to comment me that as well. But until next time, I will see you on another episode. And thank you again so much for being here. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.